here it was, and I mean, it was probably the 1st of January. It was after the session started, and we met with him, and we met with Danny Carroll and Lynn was with me, and Ken Stinson was there, and we'd actually met several times with some other of the supervisors, and we said, boy, it just seems like we're just kind of really overwhelmed for this session. We just can't get a handle on exactly what we really want to ask for. So we thought, well, let's just back up and take a deep breath, wait till next fall, and work on this through the summer, and we'll have a better take on what we need to ask for. Well, Lord behold, then 2 weeks later, I was in Boise and was at the Joint Finance Appropriations Committee hearing for the Idaho State Soil and Water Conservation Commission, and I walked in the room and I got asked several questions about this group that we had formed and some funding possibilities. And a couple weeks later we visited some more, and lo and behold, when the JFAC actually set the commission's budget for this coming year, they actually included $100,000 for fire restoration work in north central Idaho. That funding will be available after the 1st of July, because it's fiscal year set. It's going to come to the Nez Perce Soil Water Conservation District. And actually then we've started working out of the assessment reports and some meetings that we've had, and the sheets are over there on the back table of some project ideas that we have for using this $100,000. One of the things that we need to do when we're developing these projects to use with these legislative funds is priority projects are going to be things that deal with public safety and public health, infrastructure. So that would include, the road work and the culvert replacements that are a hazard. Projects that districts will be able to leverage more funds with. So that prioritization has already started. It's been, and those ideas are coming locally. So I mean, by locally, I mean the conservation districts, county commissioners, and the emergency management coordinators for each county have gotten together and are looking at these projects and prioritizing them on a local level, which is really important because it's the local people that know really what projects need to be done. I'm going to go through, there's another handout on the back table that has the contact information for all the conservation districts in the 5-county area. Kathy Boland is the contact manager for the Clearwater Soil Water Conservation District. Stephanie Hayes is the district administrator for Idaho County. Carol Holthouse is here. She's with Lewis County. And did Elaine still here?
She's out.
Okay. Lynn Rasmussen is our district manager, and Ken Stinson is the Lake district manager. I've also left some of my business cards back there on the table. It has my phone number if anybody has any questions, or if you think of something later that you want to ask me, feel free to pick up the phone and give me a call. I usually, this time of the year, I'm a little busy because I'm also a farmer, and just leave me a voicemail and I'll get back to you. With that, if anybody had any, well, one thing I want to also bring up about the legislative funding that we got is we realize that this is that the fire severity is going to get worse. Penny brought that up, that we're going to have more and more, not less and less. One of the things that the JFAC is actually kind of we've talked about is they want to use this $100,000 and the work that we're doing and use it as a pilot project for around the state of Idaho. So the next time this happens in another area, we can take what we've learned from this disaster, have it packaged up so next year maybe it's down in Pocatello in the Idaho Falls area, and I can take it to my compatriot down there and say, hey kid, buddy, this is what we did, this is what worked, this is what didn't work, and hopefully we're not so that the response time is better than 9 months down the road. Is really what we're after, and it's great that it's a collaborative effort, and it's really been a lot of fun working with everybody all year. So with that, if anybody had any questions, I'd try to answer them or defer them to somebody else.
Steve? Steve, I had a question.
Go ahead, Bill.
I know early on there was some discussion, part of the hope, if we got this assessment done that looked at all of north central Idaho, would show a lot of impact, and maybe could use that to pursue other funding for projects, either with grants